What's up, TRT community? Oh, a DeLorean? Let's help each other. Warning, bad singing, dad jokes, and movie puns lie ahead. Viewer discretion is advised. Well, as you saw, this is going to be very Back to the Future themed. I grew up on those movies. I grew up when they were coming out. Gosh, movies like that and The Goonies and Karate Kid and The Never-Ending Story. That was a sad one. I mean, it had some good parts, but then all of a sudden, it's like, Vortex, no! I don't know why I kept exposing myself to that again and again as a child, but anyway. So I had some people help me out with some of these Back to the Future themes, so I want to thank Jason for helping me with some of the graphic stuff, and I want to thank Clint for these cool drawings that he did for me. So you may have seen a video floating around, it's been popping up in my recommendations, a video that's called something about TRT being the fountain of youth. And so I just wanted to bring my experience to the table when it comes to this topic. I wanted to bring a little bit of balance to the topic too. And so will TRT take you back in time? Huey Lewis in the news. Well, I don't want to mess up anyone's space-time continuum with all this, but there is a little bit of truth to this topic of will it take you back in time? Well, there are some areas where you will feel a little younger, sure, on TRT. The truth is, there is no real fountain of youth. We're not all going to stay young forever. Actually, you're older now than you were when I started this sentence, and you know, we're just all going downhill a little bit. I hope that there's really no one out there that's considering getting on TRT because you want to stay eternally young. I hope your motive for getting on TRT is that you have low testosterone and that's causing you to have symptoms that are kind of messing up your life, and you want to live normally and you want to feel normally once again. That should be your motive for getting on TRT, is you've got a problem. TRT can help you and get to some normality in your life again. And so when you think about TRT, think about TRT being sort of like the flux capacitor to the DeLorean. That DeLorean was still just a normal car. Yes, the flux capacitor, working with the plutonium and all that, helped that DeLorean do things it could normally do. It could time travel and things like that, but that DeLorean was still just a car. It could still get a flat tire. It could still break down. So in what ways then will TRT take you back in time, and what ways will it not take you back in time? Well, let's start with the 3 ways that I was thinking about how it will take you back in time. I can remember back when I did my first shot ever. That first week I noticed some changes, and I especially noticed changes in my energy. I got my stamina back, and I was just able to work my whole day feeling pretty good, and my energy was just at a good level, and I was really thankful for that. Also, like I've mentioned in past videos, my ability to gain muscle was really helped a lot, and it was very similar, and it is very similar to how it was back when I was a teenager. You might recall as a teenager, especially if you played sports or anything like that, you didn't have to work super hard to put muscle on, especially if you were trying to, and you didn't have to work super hard to fight fat. It just sort of went hand in hand. You were active, you gained muscle, you were lean, and honestly, when you get on TRT, if you've got a good healthy diet and you've got a consistent exercise routine, you're going to build muscle, and you're going to lose some of that stubborn fat also. I've noticed that I've started to lose some of that stubborn fat, which is kind of nice. And then thirdly, if you've watched any of my past videos, you've heard me talk about how my motivation has gone up to motivated like you were when you were in your 20s. Remember back when you were in your 20s or when you were a teenager, you just wanted to just do this and do that, and you had this sense of even taking some risks and being okay with that. And so that motivation has been there for me too. And being motivated is key to a lot of things that's going to help you live a good, optimal life when it comes to your marriage, when it comes to your health, when it comes to your parenting, when it comes to your job. Oh gosh, tons of things are affected by your motivation. And so like I mentioned at the beginning, I don't want anyone thinking that TRT is going to just make your body go backwards to how it was when you were young. It's not this shot of plutonium that just sends you 88 miles an hour back to the past. It's just not going to do that in every way. So what ways has it not sent me back in time? Well, I've got 4 things to talk about when it comes to that. First of all, Before I started my TRT, I had bad knees. I couldn't run for very far without my knees hurting, like probably a mile, and then my knees would start hurting. Had to start wearing knee braces while I was running, and then I could run maybe a mile and a half without my knees hurting. Maybe sometimes 2 miles. But guess what, guys? Now that I've started TRT and I've been on it for about 5 months now, guess what? My knees are still bad. They still hurt when I run. That's just the way it is. That's not gonna fix cartilage and bone and stuff. Also, in my right hand right here, my index finger, I've started to have some arthritis set up over the past year probably. Guess what? Since I've been on TRT, it's still there. Yeah, it still is. You know how old people have those like knobby knuckles? I always feel sorry for them. It looks painful. Well, I'm starting to, I don't know if you can see here, but I'm starting to get a little bit set up right there in that knuckle. That's not from how I hold my pencil, okay? That's just from some knobby joints that are forming there. And it's not shrinking. What else? If you go on certain medical websites, they will say that hair loss is one symptom of low testosterone. There's debate about that. But TRT actually won't make your hair grow back, okay? Some people even say it might even speed it up a little bit, the hair loss. That's another area where you won't go back in time if you start TRT. But I mentioned 4 things, so what's the 4th one? I think this 4th one is the strongest argument. When I started TRT, I was 39. And just last month, actually, I turned 40. So, I mean, hey, I'm just saying. So, will TRT make all these bad aging symptoms in your life disappear, like when Michael J. Fox was looking at the picture and his brother and sister were vanishing? Will TRT make your troubles just vanish away? All these troubles that are happening in your body because you're getting old? No, it won't cure them all. It'll help some areas, sure. But guys, we're going into the future day by day. We're not going into the past. Well, thanks TRT community. I just wanted to bring a balanced approach to this topic. I wanted everybody to have the right expectations about what this will do for you and what it won't do for you. I think that's important to know going in, and I think that's important to know for anybody considering this. I want us to all be informed rightly, and I hope for that you'd be thankful. Let me tell you something I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for 1,000 subscribers. Yes, just last week I hit 1,000 subscribers. In past videos, you guys have heard me talk about how that's been my goal. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. To 1,000 subscribers. And it happened. Thank you guys so much. I just heard a ding. I think I got another subscriber. And so I am just really grateful for this community that we're becoming. I've done 2 giveaways in the past, if you guys might recall. And so I've got a 3rd giveaway that we're going to do for the 1,000 subscribers. One thing, yes, I collect Hot Wheels too. I just think it's fun. Anyway, and they're only $1 each. Except for this one. This is one of these special ones that's got the real rubber tires and everything. And so this actually came out of my personal collection. I'm making sacrifices for you guys. And so this is the Back to the Future Part 2 time machine version, the one that can fly. Somebody's gonna get this. How do you get it? Well, you leave a like, you be subscribed to the channel, and you also leave a comment below. Someone that's left a comment below is going to get this. I'm grateful for you guys. I hope this has been helpful. God bless. Peace.